Hi, I'm Christine Benz from Morningstar. You have until April 15th to fund an IRA for the 2009 tax year. So this week I'm talking to some of Morningstar's investment experts to get their best ideas for funding an IRA. I'm here today with Scott Burns. Scott is Director of Exchange Traded Fund Research for Morningstar. Scott, thanks for being here.
Christine, thanks for having me as always.
Well, it sounds like you've got a couple picks. One you've got is for people who are nearing retirement or perhaps in retirement. It's an income-rich fund. What is it?
Yeah, right now, what we're really looking at is the utility sector, and we think, the best bet in there is actually the utility sector SPDR. The ticker is XLU. It's a low-cost ETF. It charges it charges 21 basis points, and it's going to give you the utility portion of the S&P 500. The best part about it right now is that it's yielding 4.37%, to give you a very precise number, which when we compare that to, the offerings that are out there in the fixed income world, whether it's treasuries or corporate bonds, it compares very favorably. I mean, there still is a little bit of risk. There is no principal return. But when you look at utilities balance sheets right now, they're very solid. In fact, if we have an economic recovery, the ability to actually get some capital appreciation from stock price appreciation is a lot better. So unless you're extremely concerned about a double dip recession, which I never say never, I mean, it may happen, we really think that if investors are looking for yield, that this is really the best opportunity. This is what we're looking at right now.
So how are the utilities showing up in terms of the price to fair values lately? Are they looking cheap right now?
Yeah, they're still looking cheap. They're not as discounted as some of the other areas like healthcare, where there's a lot more uncertainty. So whenever anyone's using the price to fair value on the Morningstar screening tool for ETFs or just looking at an ETF, always make sure that you also look at the risk assessment that's going on and whether it's average, below average, or above average, to give those to you out of order. But when we look at utilities, I mean, there's very steady businesses. In fact, when you look back at utilities over the past 5-10 years, it's actually been one of the top performing sectors. And that was true actually before even the financial meltdown in 2008. That steady dividend paying stream, with the kicker of capital appreciation really creates a nice risk adjusted return, for investors long term, short term.
Okay, so you have another idea, and it might sound familiar to people who have been tracking your picks over the years, and this one is for people who have slightly longer time horizons. It's another dividend-oriented fund.
Right, yeah, so we really like the Vanguard Dividend Appreciation Fund, the ticker VIG. We liked it last year, we liked it the year before. It performed extremely well. It did not, it was down in 2008 when everything was down, and it rallied in 2009, but it wasn't down as much in 2008 when up as much in 2009. It's provided a very steady basket of core companies, using a really solid screener for growth. The ability to not only grow that, that dividend stream, but also for the companies to grow their asset bases in general. And also there's some financial screens in there too. So it helps weed out, this fund, even though it was a dividend fund, so many dividend themed ETFs kept buying financials, kept doing bad things into the teeth of the credit crisis. This fund was able to sidestep that due to their balance sheet screens that they created. So, it gives you a slightly lower yield at 2.09%. So it's a lower yield, but it has a higher potential to grow over time. So, that's the thing to keep in mind. Again, if you're closer to retirement, you may not actually have, as much time to wait for that capital appreciation. But it's a very suitable core fund. You can look to substitute it for, any of your large cap holdings. It also kind of drifts into mid cap a little bit. So it's still the one to beat in terms of large cap, long-term ETF holdings, we think.
Okay, so two picks here, the utilities SPDR, XLU, and Vanguard Dividend Appreciation, VIG.
That's right. Okay. Two for one for you.
Thanks, Scott. Thanks so much for being here.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks for watching. I'm Christine Benz from Morningstar.com.
At Morningstar, we feel it is important to schedule regular checkups of your investments. This is the reason we're pleased to announce Portfolio Monitor, a new and easier way to keep track of your investments. With a few clicks of the mouse, receive a monthly report that provides a comprehensive and customized summary of your portfolio, sent automatically to your inbox. Portfolio Monitor provides a concise digest of all the best features of premium membership. Become a premium member with our 14-day free trial to start receiving Portfolio Monitor today.